Hello and welcome to Canutillo Combos, the official Canutillo ISD podcast. I'm Gustavo Reveles, the Director of Communications here for the district. With us, of course, we have our fearless leader, a little more fearful recently.
Sponsored by Volvo.
We are not sponsored by Volvo. We wish we were sponsored by Volvo.
No, leave my wife alone. Jesus Christ, come on. Give me a break.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, but, you know, part of the game, I guess. I don't know. But
did I say that last week? Like I should go to every car dealer and just take a picture in front of every car.
You should.
Right? And go like a yacht and get a picture of a yacht. I mean, that's just, come on, man.
And again, this, the story in El Paso Matters came out and included that photo and that mention of your wife buying a car. And of course, we have to remind people that your wife's a successful healthcare professional.
It's insulting.
And a woman with means and the capacity.
She is mean.
Yeah,
she's mean sometimes.
But so it's
you know what?
unfortunate.
It's funny. I went home. She cried, and she was just, why do they? Yeah, she cried last night. Why do they do this? Why? And I said, you know what? Really, screw them, man. Screw them. I don't got time. We don't got time. We got other things going on. We got a whole world. We got kids coming in our building every day,
and we got to deal with all these challenges ahead of us. Doc, I did a bunch of interviews this week with media regarding our financial situation, and of course, you wrote a message to the community regarding that as well. It's a difficult time, and the legislature. You and I were doing some Googling. We're by no means the only school district in this position. I think the news is hitting us because we're the first ones out. But unfortunately, and I don't mean this as a way to defer or to divert attention, but unfortunately, I think this is going to be the case for many school districts, including school districts here in our region. The inaction from the governor and the legislature really impacted us to the tune of billions of dollars this cycle. And people can say, you had to budget with what you have, but the expectation is that the state government's going to do the right thing.
And declining enrollment. Again, we went from 62 the pre-COVID, and now we're budgeting for
5780.
5780. I mean, look at that decline. We have our not new, but our executive director of operations.
Yes. Dr. Rico is here with us as well in the podcast, and he's just been named the executive director of operations. And I would say congratulations, but it's more like more like good luck.
Well, and it's part of a reality, right? Yeah. We have to absorb positions wherever possible that do not impact our best and most valued resource, which is our kids.
Right.
So obviously we have our executive director of facilities moving on to a different employment in education as well. And so now comes that opportunity of having a vacancy, and we can do one of two things, right? Either spend to fill that position and then think about how many teachers that salary would impact, that we would have to make decisions, or aides, or whatever it is that would impact kids directly. Or we can just find somebody
who's willing to take on those responsibilities.
You said willing.
Hell, he is willing.
And that's just what it is. I think as we move forward, Doc, there's going to be a lot of us that are going to have to absorb responsibilities, either formally or informally. I know that that's part of the challenge, and also part of the opportunities of working in a school district this size, is that you take on duties that in other systems, you wouldn't be allowed or expected to. So we're going to step up to the plate. We're going to do what we need to do to keep moving, because we know that the consequence of not doing that is a greater impact to our kids.
No more kind of deal.
Yeah.
Really. And again, it's a challenging time. it's a challenging time looking at our budget, looking at current trends, because again, the kids are still going to have to perform at a high level. We're still going to have to deliver or serve a quality student that's coming out of our system. But it's challenging, it's gut-wrenching, because you're talking about people's livelihood, you're talking about people's jobs. So it's hard, it's a heavy heart that I have every day thinking of it, but it's a necessity. It's a necessity if we want to give that quality service. We're going to have to redirect resources. We're going to have to look at more efficient, like Dr. Rico was saying, look at efficiency, combining jobs.
And the term that keeps popping up in my head, Doc, is sustainability. We need to make sure that for the time being, that the district's sustainable. And that's going to require making some difficult decisions and some sacrifices here. And I think, as we are planning, we need to be cognizant of that, right? We are trying to be as least impactful to our kids as possible. But the bottom line is, like, the inactivity from the legislature, our drop in enrollment, requires some severe actions.
Yeah, it's and I said we talked earlier in the day, and we talked about this is when we're going to see who can lead. Mm-hmm. We're going to see who really are your leaders and who really can do it. Who are your these are during challenges and tribulations. This is when you see what you're really made of. Your resiliency, your tenacity, you're willing to keep moving, you're willing to be positive, the attitude you have. Are you going to go on social media and blast stuff? Or are you going to keep it internal and making sure that you're a representative of this district and you're going to be positive? Because again, it's all kids that we serve. And you're right, we're in a different time. And so again, we're going to see those who can do and those who don't.
Who don't. And right now, a district like ours needs everyone on board. We need everyone to really step up and show up to work and do the work that we need to do. Because the reality is, if we don't have room to spare. We don't have space for people that don't want to work.
This is like I said. There are no victims here.
Yeah.
You don't play victim mentality, and and this is when you say who are the heroes and who are the zeros. Heroes are the ones that step up with humility, with tenacity, with a positive attitude, and the zeros are the one that sit there and play victim and whine and
point fingers.
And you coulda. Well, life's about change. Life's about adapting to your current situation. This is our current situation. We're going to adapt. That's my duty.
Yeah.
That's our duty, because again, we have to provide quality instruction to our kids. Because these kids and the ones that are in kindergarten, 18, 17 years, no one's going to care.
Yeah.
And it's like, did we produce a quality citizen to this country and to this world? Yes or no? And so it's just...
And we have no other option.
No other options. Governor did squat. Legislator did squat, sitting on billions of dollars that they wanted to gamble with vouchers. Well, you lost. And we all lost. And so, but again, it's where we are. But we're all going to step up to the plate, and we're going to move on.
When we're going to...
Speaking of moving on,
yeah.
The 100 days of school, 100.
100 days. We hit 100 days of school this year. And, you and I were talking, and Dr. Rico too, we don't remember celebrating that before. It's a big celebration now.
Yeah.
It's a huge celebration, and it's really, really cute. These parents and kids and schools go all out and celebrating the 100th day of learning. Saw tons of little kids dressed up as old people, as senior citizens, and some of them really creative. The what?
Glampas.
The Glampas and Glamas. That's what they call it. A glamorous grandpa and a glamorous grandma.
Grandpa?
Yeah.
Grandma?
I learned that term this week.
Yeah.
From Reveles Elementary School.
It's wonder how they stereotype the Galampas
Yeah.
to wear the suspenders and
And the, you know what I was laughing at? Apparently, this holiday is such a big thing that they sell inflatable walkers and inflatable canes.
do they?
Yeah.
Someone's marketing on that.
Yeah, and they ran out at Party City apparently because I had someone in our office try to buy one. But you know, thanks to all the campuses for awesome celebrations. The photos were amazing. We love sharing them on our social media and our website. And you know, 80 more days to go.
80 more.
80 more days to go,
But
but
you know
it
what-
might be 79, Doc.
Yeah, that was crazy. And I don't know, Dr. Rico, and everyone correct me if I'm wrong. The research out there that for 187 days, 76,500 minutes. Who in the heck?
How did that number came out?
Why not 185? Why not 188? Why not 189? Who came up with that? And why are we still stuck to that model?
So a lot of what we do goes back to
Agriculture.
1920s, right? So you either were in a field or you were in a factory, one of the two.
Yeah.
So that's why we still structure desks in lines, and we have small windows at the top and a foreman or a teacher up at the front, because we're still training our kids
To go into that
to
field.
go into the 1920s manufacturing field. And if not, then you get summers off so that you can help with the crops, so you can help doing the jobs that we're training for now do not match that environment, but we keep trying to force fit it. Right?
It's like I see in the high school, these kids sitting there for 8 hours, and these seniors that are just sitting there wasting a whole semester, sometimes a whole year, because they passed everything, and they're just there.
Well, and you know, as we've been touring schools and speaking with people, there's a contingency in our community that think our schools, as old as they are and as outdated as they are, that they're just fine, that they're fine, right? And they're fine because that's what they went to. They're fine because that's what they're used to. And I bring this up because you hit the nail on the head here. They're thinking the old model, right? And what we've come to know as school systems modernize learning spaces is that we keep catering to one style of learning. And if your kid does not conform to that one style of learning, then they are out of luck.
Because we're all brainwashed.
Yes, right? So if your kid thrives in a style of learning that does not conform to rows of chairs, to a teacher, standing in front of a classroom, then we say he's a bad student. He gets bad grades. He doesn't pay attention. He needs,
Or you drug them up.
or you drug him up, instead of saying like, how do you want to learn?
Or what do you want to learn? What do you want to learn?
Yeah.
Maybe you don't want to learn quadratic equations. Okay, what do you want to learn? Maybe.
Well, and even then, we understand, right, the state measures, and we have to abide by all that BS and whatever. But if you learn better independently, in a corner, in a beanbag, in a small space, outside in the hallway, by pulling out a little chair, whatever it is, who are we to tell you don't learn that way? Who are we to say that's not right?
Or who are we to tell you what to read? Who are we
Yeah.
to tell you what's a classic and what's not a classic?
So
It's all
Yeah.
one's interpretation, one's perspective in the world. And
Yeah.
so, it's crazy. We have this old model. But the 100-day, it was cute, but why don't we do 50 days? 50 days.
we do first day, and then we do
Yeah.
100th day, and then we do the last day.
Oh, actually, ¿cómo se llama? JDE.
JDE,
She
yeah.
had a really cute one. The
Yeah.
principal, Miss
Castillo.
Maggie, Miss Maggie Castillo. The 101 day, and they
Yes.
all came in as Dalmatians.
Yeah, that was great.
Cute.
That was very cute. The elementary schools really go all out into these celebrations, and of course, as kids get older, they don't want to. They're too cool for school, too cool for all these
Maybe they're too
celebrations.
cool. We got graduation coming up.
We do. Like I said,
May 30th.
May 30th is graduation for CHS, and that is in the calendar. That is the last day of school for CISD. So we've heard some concerns from community members that because the graduation is in the morning at the Don Haskins Center, that interferes with the last day of school. Parents concerned about end of year celebrations, end of year assemblies.
And I'm gonna, if I'm a parent, and I was a parent, and my kid's graduating on a day, it's a no-brainer for the other sibling. You're gonna go support.
Your brother's.
You're gonna go support him. Be a parent. It's a no-brainer. So I don't. We're gonna accommodate as much as possible. We're gonna accommodate in telling, hey, principals, make sure your award is not on that last day. But again, be the parent.
Yeah. And we want to clarify that school districts that use UTEP and the Don Haskins Center as their venue are at the mercy of UTEP and that schedule. UTEP at this time, the Don Haskins Center is hosting not just County graduations, but Isleta, Socorro, El Paso, Clint, UTEP itself, El Paso Community College. They are on a cycle. We're all in a cycle. And as every year we have to rotate who goes first, second, third, fourth. This is a fine-tuned machine that they run as far as scheduling people to go in there for graduations. So just as one year we might be the last ones, another year we'll be in the middle. This year we're starting it off May 1st, and we're at that mercy. We are limited in the venues that can accommodate our graduations. For many years we did graduations at the stadium, and
it's too hot.
It's hot, and it's only getting hotter.
Even at night, it's hot.
And people get there, and I'm telling you because I used to deal with this. People say, like, I want the best seat in the house. So they'll get there at 4 p.m.
They're camping out.
They're camping out, and then we have to have EMS tend to people with heat exhaustion and heat stroke and all that stuff. So that was part of the reasons why we
Not
moved.
only that, the daytime festivities.
Yeah.
And then they have to go in that heat.
Yeah, it's just not. I know some schools still do it outside, and they tend to really stick to that model. It doesn't work for us.
They stick to 187 days. We've done it this time. My great grandpa graduated from this stadium. That's when it was a pasture. That's when, and now.
and we want to. We just want to tell the community we're working on solutions. We're working on alternatives. Some of them might be more popular than others.
I want to tell the community: enjoy your graduate. Enjoy your graduate. Enjoy life. There's a lot of other things going on in the world, in other people's lives. Enjoy it. Really, you have one. And for me, enjoy your baby that's about to walk across the stage. And Oscar as a senior.
I do, yeah.
What do you think?
I'm going to enjoy that one too.
It's
the last one I got left. So.
Whether work, and everyone's going to have to be there to support your daughter. So it's part of life. But anyways.
And so we'll update people if there's any changes to that. Like I said, we're looking at alternatives, looking at ways to accommodate these concerns as well. But ultimately, this day is a day of celebration, the conclusion of their K through 12 academic career for all these seniors, and we intend to make it a celebration and keep it celebratory.
Keep it celebratory. What else is going on?
I started working here when this class was 6th graders. This was the first class I had in that middle school.
Oh.
So I get to see them walk across the stage now.
Really?
Great.
Yeah.
But also, this month is African American History Month.
It's Black History Month, and it's
CTE.
it's CTE month as well. So we intend to make sure we celebrate the contributions that African Americans had in our city, our district, and continue to have it. We have a number of teachers and administrators and of course students that come to our district and they want to celebrate Black History Month as part of their culture and part of their.
I want to read this.
Yes.
It's by Paul Lawrence Dunbar. Can I read it or no? Is it copyright? No. It's Paul Lawrence Dunbar. We wear the mask that grins and lies. It hides our cheeks and shades our eyes. This step we pay to human guile, Guile. How is that?
Guile. Yeah.
Guile, sorry. With torn and bleeding hearts we smile, and mouth with mirrored subtleties.
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 Subtleties. Yes.
And it says we wear the mask. So it talks about how the African American had to wear two different to be part of the dominant culture, and then you go back to your own culture, and how you always have to code switch.
It's code switching. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, and it was just, I don't know. I just thought it was fitting of African American History Month because that stuff's still out there.
Yeah.
And until it's gone, we're gonna.
Dunbar is the namesake of a big high school in Fort Worth.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what you were a reporter?
Yeah, I was a reporter covering Fort Worth ISD. Dunbar High School was one of the big schools there.
Yeah, great man. But anyways, enjoy the weather. How's the weather gonna be this week?
I don't know, but it's overcast today and it's raining. I love rainy days. I know I'm in the minority, but I love rainy days.
I love rainy days in the summer.
Oh, I love them all the time. I'll
That's
take the
cold.
rain.
So today we started with rain, then we went to sunshine, and then we went to wind. So that's every weather in the same day.
Typical Texas.
Sounds like my marriage.
But it's cold. I'll be at the hockey rink this weekend. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna be
With
colder
Latvia?
with Rex, the
Rex?
Latvian playing hockey.
We
Yeah.
gotta get him on here.
Oh, he'll. Hey, what's up?
That's so funny. I love that kid.
But everyone, enjoy your weekend.
Enjoy
We'll
it.
be back next week for some more information and updates. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Bye-bye. Take care.